Okay, cameras.
Wait, time out. Mark, before you start filming, could you say cameras, whatever the actor's saying, and then
Yeah, I was just going to say that, and then you interrupted me.
Okay, well, start and cut this out.
Yeah, no, I'm leaving this. Okay, second rehearsal, take one. Cameras and action.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am very pleased to present Miss Caray Slaughter and her How to Make Soap speech. Let's give her a big round of applause.
As Mom said, I'm Caray Slaughter, and I'm going to show you how to make homemade soap loaves today. First, you need to get your ingredients out, which is clear glycerin soap, white glycerin soap, a clear jar, or it doesn't have to be clear, but I suggest it, and it has to be microwave proof, some dyes if you want to dye it, some scent, soap globe, some little special things to make it special, and a soap mold. Then you're going to take your clear glycerin soap and cut about 2 rows off into small pieces like this. Then you're going to place those pieces into your microwave-proof jar, and you're going to place it in the microwave for about 25 to 30 minutes. And when it comes out, seconds. And then, can we start over?
Cut. How to make homemade soap, second rehearsal, take 2. Cameras, action.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am very pleased to present Miss Caray.
Cut. How to make homemade soap, second rehearsal, take 3. Action.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am very pleased to present Miss Caray Slaughter.
As my mom said, I'm Caray Slaughter, and I'm going to be teaching you how to make homemade, good-smelling soap loaves. First, you need to get your ingredients out, which is clear glycerin soap, white glycerin soap, a clear jar, although it doesn't have to be clear, but I suggest it, and it has to be microwave-proof, some dye, some scent, some special things to make your soap pretty, and a mold, which should make your soap. First, you take your clear glycerin soap and you cut it about 2 rows. You place those 2 rows into your microwave-proof jar and place it in the microwave for about 25 to 30 seconds. When you take it out, make sure you're wearing an oven mitt or something protecting your hand so you won't get burnt. I learned that the hard way. Then you can add some dye to it. I decided to use yellow dye. Then you can put some scent into it to make it smell really good. Then you pour your clear glycerin soap into your soap mold, and it should fill about 1/3 of the way in the soap mold. Then you take your soap loaf and you put it into your clear glycerin soap. And mine was a little large, so you might have to cut the tip of it off. I had to. Then you let that sit for about 10 minutes until it's firm but not completely hardened. Then you take your white glycerin soap and you cut about 2.5 rows into small pieces. And you place that into your microwave-proof jar and place it into the microwave for about 25 to 30 seconds also. You can dye it also, but I didn't want to, and you can add a few cents to it, a few dabs of cents. Then you place that over your soap mold, and you let it sit for about half an hour. Then it should be finished. Then you can softly press it out. If that doesn't work, you can always pour hot water on it. Make sure it doesn't get on the soap, because then the soap will become gooey. and then it should be done. After it comes out, you can cut it into smaller pieces to make more soaps for other people, and it should turn out looking like this. Now I have 2 different types of soaps for you guys that I'm going to give you. I have one flower loaf soap and one heart loaf soap. And I'm going to let my mom pass those around as you guys can ask me any questions you have. Any questions?
Yes, I have a question. How much do the materials for the soap cost?
They cost about $10 to $15 at the most.
Where do you purchase the ingredients?
You can probably purchase them at any craft store. I purchased mine at Michael's.
And how long does the whole process take to make 1 bar of soap?
About an hour, only because you have to wait half an hour for this to completely harden and dry, and because you're putting things in and out of the microwave, and because you have to wait 10 minutes for this to get firm but not completely hardened.
I'm a preteen and I'm starting to get kind of smelly in certain areas. Will this soap help me with that? Is it a deodorant soap?
Yes, I think it should, because it does have the scent in it.
And you could say, well, I would also recommend that you use a good quality deodorant every morning anyway.
And also I would recommend to use a good quality deodorant. I think I have time for about 1 more question. Does anyone have another question?
Could you make other types of soap other than loaf soaps?
Yeah, actually I have an example for you guys. I made another soap right here. And then you can make a circle. It just depends what type of mold you have. I have another type of mold which can make other types of soaps too. And then in that you can use this type, your white glycerin soap, which can make colors like this, or your clear glycerin soap, which can make it like this. Then you don't. And then if you're making smaller soaps, I would suggest using about 1 row of your soap. You can pour that in.
Well, thank you.